guys, welcome. For those that do not know me, I am Tabitha, your psychic medium and healer. Okay, I got a twin flame reading for you guys today, and they said finally the end is here. So maybe that's a specific message out there for somebody, but this is going to be, I don't know, there's something just really special about this reading. It is the first day of spring today. There has just been a lot going on in the world, universally. So this is just a special reading, they said, for twin flames. Okay, so let's get into it. It's going to be a long one, by the way, so be prepared. So they picked two stones. They gave you guys emeralds for the divine masculine. So this is about domestic bliss, partnership, loyalty, balance, friendship, unconditional love, and it will actually change colors if someone is unfaithful. And then for the divine feminine, they had rose quartz. So this is a crystal of unconditional love, partnership, balance. It's really good if you've been through any grief. It's just a beautiful stone. Like there's just so much love, unconditional love in this stone. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and the angel that came through for like all the angels came through, but Archangel Michael was the like predominant angel that came through for this couple. Okay, so there's definitely been like this like passionate rebirth in this connection, okay? Um there's been a lot of sacrifices, they're saying. There's been a lot of sacrifices made. But nevertheless, like these two people are still connected, okay? Through everything they've been through, no matter how much people try to maybe like, they're just talking about like, or like things that affected this couple, okay? Like, outside things or just like even universe's timing, like this couple like prevailed it all is kind of what they're saying to me. Um, and although the divine masculine may have come off as really like cold and detached at times, he is very smart, very analytical, very logical, and he's known for a really long time that there has been this like master greater plan to you guys, to your union. So there's been a lot of clarity that's come through. They're saying, especially recently. When this is being filmed, there was just kind of like a pandemic over the COVID virus. So everyone kind of went into like a 14-day like shutdown, lockdown, quarantine. And this is actually exactly what the world needed after this. It's kind of like the grieving process. So a lot is coming up for people to either like be healed or to move on or to move into their missions and purpose. And one of the past lives that's coming through for this couple is a life where they were separated by like famine or war. So the divine masculine is heavily feeling that right now. They're saying because when he came back, the divine feminine was with someone else in another life. For some, that divine feminine wasn't even there anymore. So that is coming up to be healed for them right now. And union, you guys have the union card here. So they are talking about a blessing from above as well. For some reason, like luck of the Irish, like St. Patrick's Day, like curses being broken. Like I don't know, they're just like they're really really heavily channeling like just the spring and like new rebirth for this couple. There is going to be some sort of like message of love coming through. You can expect it's going to be probably pretty poetic. Um, it's like a confession. It's like something that the divine feminine did not know, I think, or maybe intuitively, but has not been presented in the present. They're saying, if that even makes sense. Um, yeah, but This divine masculine is coming forward with a cup of love to the divine feminine. And this is like his cup, and it's a very sacred cup, they're saying. As you can see, there's the crown on there. We have the moon. So this is from above, this love, this connection. It goes way back, they're saying, for lifetimes. Um, they're like, even further. And there's a really like symbolic dedication going on here. It's almost like I said, like they may have like made sacrifices to be with each other in many lifetimes, and maybe like even still in this lifetime. Um, you have justice here, so like justice is coming through. This couple is going to get their union. Like this was all meant, like everything that they went through in lifetimes was all made for this lifetime now. And it's interesting because this card, it's a story about a woman whose husband goes off to a war, and or like a battle, and I believe it's like something like 10 years that this happens. And a lot of people tried to poach her. And she actually went as far as like playing a male character to throw people off. So, and then even when everyone did return from battle, her lover, like husband, partner, still hadn't. And she still remained like faithful through all of that. And he did eventually return, and was obviously very surprised but very pleased that like their love was so strong. They are saying that she wrote a lot in this life, so I think that kind of helped. She always still felt connected to him. That's why she never gave up hope or faith, they're saying. And then here we have transformation. So obviously there was a huge transformation that took place for both of these souls to be able to transform into what they have become, and that is the best versions of themselves. This card is particularly interesting because it's basically about the god of the underworld. Um, not like Osiris, but um, they call him Herdy. I can't even say it. Here it's Pluto, but it's actually her, her Herdes, I believe is how you spell it. I can't like for some reason I can't pronounce it right now. Um, and Persephone. So those are the two lovers. And basically, um, so in this story, the girl's mother is the god of basically like our resources, and she is kind of the reason why we ended up having seasons. And in this story, like she would produce the fruits like and everything like that so that people could eat off of her resources. Um, and this god from the underworld, um, he falls obviously for this girl, and she goes there though under her own will. Once she meets him, she actually like she has love, like it's her true lover, regardless of like what he was a part of. So Cupid was somehow involved in this and tried to like kind of play a part, but these two souls did fall for each other. And the mother was so upset that she was in a grieving period, and then there would be no food for anyone because she wasn't doing her role because she was so devastated about the loss of her daughter. So she goes and begs Zeus to basically like let her enter the underworld so that she can get her daughter back, because she thinks that she's there like not of free will. But she's already like married now to the lord of the underworld, and she ends up spending half of her time down there and the other half with her mother. And she's basically like the only soul that's allowed to kind of like do this. So then they said that that's how, you know, the seasons kind of came out of that. So it is a fascinating. They are just really heavily channeling like the underworld. There's this like light and dark kind of like battle that they're talking about, um, like heaven and hell, like that kind of thing. Osiris is coming through along with Isis, so there's just a lot going on in that card for this couple. Yeah, and this is definitely like a past life relationship. There's been many past lives, and they know this now. And they're really both like thinking about it, and they've kind of like just how many times they've wanted each other and chosen each other in lifetimes, or wish they had have chosen each other. And then being in this like extra separation and isolation has really just kind of made them realize like even more like how powerful they are together, and like what this connection is, and how it's time. So there's a little bit of action taking place now. The divine feminine is definitely like gonna feel that Aries fire that's coming up. We are coming into Aries season. I actually believe it might even start tomorrow, but that's really gonna like fuel the divine feminine's passion, they're saying, but also the passion within this relationship. And there's gonna start to be some action, and a lot more like fearlessness. Like they're really ready to let go of the burdens. They're saying on both ends. They are going to be extremely fertile at this time. So as soon as they do come together, um, they could already possibly like have a child. Definitely spiritual children, like their spirit babies here. Definitely for this collective. But yeah, and they're also just saying like they would they would give up a lot for each other. Like even it's weird. Maybe even like your place of residence. This might be very specific for someone, but because in this card, Cleopatra does go to Rome for Caesar, and leaves her throne of Egypt. She does eventually return, but that's kind of like she loves him so much that she makes that move. So that's really heavily coming through strong for somebody. Um, and she is also ready to, you know, give her cup of love. So they're both ready now. I think intuitively they both know this. They are talking about like pink and blue, yin and yang, but it's really cute. They show me like a little girl with like a pink heart, and then like a little boy with a blue heart, and they switch them. So I don't know. I guess it's like that they're giving each other like their heart. Um, and then it's funny because they also put them together, and it creates another heart and another color. So then they're going back to this fertility again as well. So this couple is definitely probably going to create or birth something. Like I said, I did pick up strongly on children, but this couple is also really ready for their divine purpose, they're saying. So you would really know kind of like, or have a clear path now on where it is that you're headed in this universe, in this connection as well. And why everything happened the way it did. Like there's a lot of clarity and downloads for this couple, especially at this time. Um, and they're saying like spiritually they're already in union. So this would be a couple that can really like communicate like telepathically, maybe even teleportation. They may be like in separation and maybe not like physically talking, but like I'm definitely seeing like even they can send each other messages as well. For some of you, it may even be like through like the internet. Um, and then for some, it could be just like telepathically. But yeah, you're really realizing now, you both really realize that this has just made you guys stronger people. So nothing can really influence you guys going in like here on out, because you guys are so solid and stable on your own, and like you've built this bond and connection that goes way beyond this earth or what even human minds can understand. And this is the couple finally together. He's no longer waiting. So in this scenario, it seems like the divine masculine was waiting for the divine feminine, and she's finally arrived, is what they're saying. It took her a while to uh, they're saying like she was kind of almost like in a hermit stage as well, but like she was taking the time to really like heal, and all of that had a purpose as well. um so her time of like isolation also played a part, that she's now able to see this cup that the universe has given her. And they just say that they're going to be an extremely powerful couple. They're coming through as a king and a queen. This is ordained from above. Lots of like angels surrounding this. So yeah, they're going to be a power couple. That's what they just keep saying. I think this couple has a they're very spiritual. Like I said, like angels are coming through really strong for them. So that's probably part of their galactic coding. And like it's just like there's a lot of love for this couple from above. Okay, so let's see where the divine feminine is at, like right at this exact moment, even though I already know union is coming for them, because they said finally it's the end, just when I was like shuffling and going to record this. So I'm just gonna quickly, yeah, divine feminine knows that union's coming as well, even if it was just intuitively. um Okay, so he's definitely been watching her. He definitely wants to take he really definitely wants to make an advance at this point, like an advance, an invitation, a message. Um is strongly coming through, but he is watching. So if you guys do have each other on social media, I'm hearing there's like a time difference. So like I don't know if like they live at like an extreme distance, but you are both still like keeping up with each other, even though like you're not able to connect physically. Um, and there is justice and balance now, and the divine feminine is really starting to see this. Um, and a little bit of Libra energy is coming through as well. Um, so here we have the Knight of Wands again. So this like fire and passion has come for this divine feminine. So she's really ready to just like take on the world, they're saying. It's interesting because in they're just saying that there's been a lot of healing that's taken place, and this that they're ready for action and to make movement. There may have been a feeling of kind like separation at some point. The divine masculine is really like put this divine feminine on a pedestal, but he is seeing that she's like that this fire and passion and this justice is part of like her abundance, and what makes her this beautiful like nurturing, abundant, wealthy, could possibly be a business owner, type of person. I like hearing going to be a really good mother or is a really good mother, and he really like just really values all of this about her, and it's really made him interesting. It's almost like you at this time, even I guess with everything that's going on, maybe this divine feminine has really taken on like a nurturing and motherly role, and he's been watching and sees that, and it has made him want union with her even more, and she wants union with him as well, and this is the union card. So there is union for this couple, and it's a new adventure, and like they're ready for this. She's ready to leave things behind that no longer serve her, and she wants like a passionate beginning with her divine masculine. It looks like they're creating a child here as well, maybe many children, 'cause there's some people in the flames as well. This divine feminine is also left exes in the past, they're saying, left people in the past. So they're just really using all of their flame, I was going to say fame, but flame and passion towards their connection. And it is going to birth something very, very beautiful. Um, so yeah, so uh, what she learned from him being a little like cold and detached at times in this connection is that he is very logical, very methodical, very smart. He's also he's very smart because he knows that people may have been watching this connection and trying to interfere. It's almost like this person has like extra downloaded knowledge, and he so she's seeing him as very, very intelligent, and now understanding why there may have been some pain, or why there may have been some being left out in the cold, why there was some like darkness perhaps to this connection, and why there was isolation and retreat time. It may also be causing like a little bit of like just being in such a heavy separation, they're saying at this point. Maybe like also just causing a little bit of like wrestleness, or like a little bit of depression. But um, yeah, don't let it. I don't see it really affecting you though. I see that like you've really like overcome it. And it's almost like it's prepared you for this time. Like all those times that you went through those separations is for times in the future when things like this happen, like pandemics and disasters and stuff like that. So if you guys are ever split apart in this physical world, you guys will still be able to be together and communicate. Like there will always be that connection and bond for this specific couple. Um, so there is some sort of offer coming through. He is planning on making an offer, they're saying. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's funny. It's just like he's like a lot more like nervous about it. It's almost like she might not even see it coming, this offer. It might kind of like catch her off guard, or it might just maybe like you're not expecting it because you're in separation or something. I just There's this factor of it of like she's not really like paying attention, or she hasn't like really invested a lot of like time in it, in a sense. Um, but she worked really hard, they're saying, on taming that beast that was within, and she has successfully done that, and just gained immense strength from that. And she is looking at her divine masculine as, this leader, this emperor now. And she understands that, like, when they are detached, that they can still connect. They are talking about like a little bit of like they can do magic together. Like they're talking about a mirror, they're talking about pictures. So this couple has a lot of ways of connecting with each other when they're in separation. And this has completed a cycle. So they've completed a cycle. They've learned a lot of lessons from this journey. It looks like they're saying that she's no longer, they're both no longer, but like especially this divine feminine, thinking about people from the past, or relationships from the past that he may have had, or even her own times when things didn't work out, like her own relationships where I am picking up on like a third party situation. So she's had a great epiphany, like she's had an epiphany, like she knows now. They're talking about like her role, and like who she is and what she is, and how powerful this divine feminine is. And the masculine really did bring that out in her, and she's quite thankful for all of that, and is really excited to have their ace of pentacles together. So this is this is a really solid and stable foundation. But this is also coming from the universe, and they're talking about like natural resources and abundance as well. Like this relationship is built on something solid and stable, and these two people are very whole, healthy individuals that can give to each other equally, and there will be a lot of balance. So she's really looking forward to like the physical meetup, when the physical meetup happens. Um, so there is going to be a sudden change. Possibly it can be a little bit uncomfortable. There may actually be someone unbeknownst to the divine feminine. There may be someone that is like has been watching her that still plans on making themselves known to the divine feminine. Like I said, it seems like this divine feminine is really good at kind of like we had that lady that her husband was like away and she was like pretending to be like her own partner so that suitors wouldn't come after her or she had like an excuse. So like there's that's like kind of coming through. So the divine feminine may somewhat get like an offer from someone that is not the divine masculine, but no fear divine masculine, because the divine feminine only has eyes for him and their partnership, and is really looking forward to just like their time. It's funny, they're saying that they're like locked away in like a cabin together like during isolation. So that's, they're saying it's like not even physical, but like if they were together, that's like kind of what they would have done. So that's kind of what they're doing in like another dimension at this time, right? So that's funny. They're talking about like someone like trying to reach someone telepathically, and like this person being like, why did this person like keep popping up in my mind? And like they're like talking to their like divine masculine about it. And they're like showing me it's like, like you get like a call on your phone and like you can decline or like accept it. So like I guess like that's what happens telepathically as well. So like these people are like coming across this person's mind because it's like they could like accept it or they could decline it. It seems like they keep declining it. Um they keep declining it because they don't really have eyes for like anyone else, you know what I mean? Like they've just been patiently waiting for their king to come forward, and they don't want there to be any confusion as well. They know what they want. They know that they've neglected this connection in the past, the divine feminine, and may have like ignored them, thinking that it wasn't them, like because of circumstances like around, like they weren't trusting like the intuitive like downloads from source and like guides and god that this person was meant for them, so they may have like neglected the connection at some point too, which made the divine masculine feel left out in the cold. And this will all kind of like come up like when they do meet in the physical, or is happening right now in the spiritual anyways. Like they're talking about um what kind of made them stronger. So you guys are both very intuitive. You have like a lot of knowledge, really old star seeds, like um, yeah, like together you guys are just like creative, abundant, like everything. So this divine masculine, and like the divine feminine wants it too. Like they just want to get like intoxicated on each other. Um, Some might even like drink like a spell together. Like I don't know, it's funny. It's like some sort of like I don't know. It's like they like make like a potion for each other. It's funny. So anyways, they like this person is also really wanting to come forward with something for the divine feminine. And we have partnership here. So she knows that it's coming. There's been a lot of healing. She's wished upon a star for this, and she knows that it's time. She's been following the stars, and it led her to him. And here we have their ships coming in, this couple being in a union. They've bound themselves to each other. They both tied red string around them. They like this may look like they're kind of meeting up in secrecy, but this couple also really likes like the outdoors. They're saying really outdoorsy couple, um, and this just makes her feel like the Queen of Cups. Like she just really, really like loves and nurtures and cares for him. She's like the ultimate mother in a sense. And he's really, really seen this about her, and she's just really in her intuitiveness. She's really in touch with her emotions, with him, with this child that's coming through, like the earth, like just connected, attached to nothing, connected to everything, they're saying. Okay, so let's see what's currently going on for the divine masculine at this very moment. Okay, well, he has emotional fulfillment, and has this big cup that he is wanting to offer here. Um, his ships are coming in. This is what he has been waiting for such a long time, he's saying. Oh, funny. Um, wow. Sorry, divine masculine had a lot of cards. Okay, so yeah, so he's been waiting on this connection for a while. His ships have also come in. He is the emperor. He is a leader. He is here to lead others. He's really looked upon is what they said, but like looked up high. Like I just can't get the words out, but he's like really admired, and people really like are drawn to him. He is the emperor. He's a leader. And he's wanting to start this new adventure as well. He's really ready to like move this forward. As soon as he can move, he's going to. He's like full of passion now. He's seeing this divine feminine as extremely like, yeah, like there's like a lot of fire coming through. So I guess because of Aries season coming, especially once this is uploaded, so he's seeing her as very charming, charismatic, also as a leader in the public eye, um, and a little dramatic. That's funny. And wanting to offer this cup, and he has an invitation for her. And like I said, as soon as he's ready, as soon as he can, they're saying, like as soon as he can make the move, like he knows it's time now. He's gotten the okay from the divine. But he's just got to wait for this to like kind of settle. And in the meantime, like they're really just like enjoying being together spiritually. He does have a little bit of like fears and anxieties that like he's not going to be able to make this move as fast as he would like. So it may be causing him a little bit of like stress and anxiety right now, just because he really wants to move forward. Like he's got a lot of passion and drive for her, and he like knows it's time. Um, for them to like lead and be these guides, and he really wants to come out of like this hermit stage, but he's being forced, so it's like he's being forced to be the hermit, but really he has like all this passion and fire, and like he wants to get things going like fast. um So there could be like an inflow of like resources for him, but he also sees that like I'm hearing about like some juggling in the past, or like as you can see, a lot of these people are like partying and just kind of like going at it, and like when they show this to me in live time, like when they remotely take me there, it's like a big party scene, and like people are just like, I don't know, getting drunk, doing drugs, like just having a good time. And he sees that like all played a role in making her a stronger person, like so it needed to kind of like go down like that. So he is like seeing now kind of like the purpose to everything, and he's thinking about her a lot. He's thinking about her like nonstop. He can't get her out of his head. And just like the whole connection, like he's just going over it all. I think they both are, and they're just really getting like a lot of like there a lot of understanding as to like why everything played out the way it did. It's like everything is like finally making sense, and there's gonna be like so much abundance. Like he sees her as extremely fertile, very abundant. Um, yeah, like once again, like possibly like a business owner, like she'll take care of everything, like she'd make a good mother, like that's how he sees her. He sees her as and maybe that like her vagina and her womb is like magical. That's funny. No other girl like is ever going to compare to her. He's pretty aware of that. He's been with some pretty, you know, pretty hot girls, they're saying, but still nothing compares to like her natural beauty and just her light. So he wants to make this offer. He wants to give her his cup, and he wants her to treat, or he wants to treat her like the empress, like the high priestess, like the queen, the mother, the goddess, the angel, the everything that she is. Um, and like he has a lot of like fire and passion for her now. Not that like he didn't before, but there's just he thinks like this very charming and charismatic man um, that is full of passion and fire and is in the public eye is just watching this beautiful empress do her thing, and she's just so beautifully natural at it. So he is really enjoying watching her. There is communication here. There is someone like in a boat traveling, relocating kind of thing. He's going to stand up for this connection, especially if someone tries to come in the way of it. Um, yeah, he's really watching. He watches her a lot. Um, and she's his emotional fulfillment. He cannot wait to enjoy that with her. He can't wait to have her in the physical. He can't wait to marry her. Um, he knows that this is a spiritual connection and it is ordained from above. He knows that they are spiritual leaders together. He wants to offer her a solid and stable foundation, and he knows that that's kind of why this all happened, so that they could build this beautiful empire together and that they could be these leaders, and that there was a divine purpose to all of this, and that now their connection, they can close out that painful cycle. They can move forward now. They have a much better understanding of the light and the dark and the devil, and um, just balance as well, as they're saying. And yeah, this is them together. Like I said, this is from above. He is planning on making his move as soon as he can. It's funny, they're like like he's almost contemplating just like trying to sneak out somehow, but like I don't know, they're saying for some of you like there may be like a different country involved, so like they like literally can't. But for some of them, if it like they're like F social distancing, like I'm going, like I can't take it anymore, like not being um around this beautiful empress. Like I like she's just everything. She's the high priestess, she's the empress, she's just everything. And yeah, he just wants to be with her at this point. He just wants to have her in his bed and just talk to her like in the physical. Really cute. Okay, this has gone super long, so I'm just going to pull a few angel romance cards here. So they're saying to express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, divine masculine. They're saying to the divine feminine, you attract more romance when you're fully enjoying the moment. This is true love. This is a love of a lifetime. Um, Aw, they're just this couple, like they've had a lot of lives. This is a very old couple, and there's going to be a heart-to-heart conversation where they can finally discuss their feelings, and that is all being brought together by the divine. This was all worth waiting for. It was worth all the work that you guys put into it and went through. And just let go of the control issues. It's gonna unfold naturally. Honestly, as soon as the pandemic relieves a little bit, this couple they're saying is they're gonna be in union. So and they're just saying to be playful, with each other. Always remember that. Remember that you guys are children of God. um, so just a confirmation. Will this couple come into a physical union at the end of this pandemic? Perfect. And can we give them a time frame? Is that in 7 days? Okay, so about they're saying 7 to 14 days. Um, and this couple will come into a more physical union. They are saying you may get contact in 7 days, and then a physical like as soon as you're able. Okay, guys, I hope that that helped. Um, Finally, the end is here. So the end. Love you. Bye.